What's up, new creators? Iron Man 360 here, representing the Hip Hop Intensive, and I am going to be helping you guys out with documenting all of your amazing works that you're about to create this summer. I'm going to be doing some incredible creations, and it's up to you on how you want the world to see the behind the scenes or the actual makings of creation. So I'm here to give you a few tips and tricks on how to get started with barely anything. So we're talking about smartphones, action cams, that's pretty much it. So for the plan of attack, it's really simple. In the video world, we call it shoot to edit. Shoot to edit is very simple. All you have to do is think ahead on the story that you want to build with a particular scene. So you don't need all of this fancy equipment that's out there. So like I like to say, you can give everybody all the paintbrushes and all the different colors of paint in the world. It doesn't mean that they're going to be Picasso. Right? So it's about your vision on how you see something unfold. It can be whether it's in the lab, practicing outside in the lunchroom, freestyling in the hallway, or actually performance time. You want to be able to tell a short little story. And now a story can be something so simple as movement with the camera. And nobody likes to see shaky footage. Nobody likes to see this. Nobody likes that, not at all. But at the same time, you don't like to just see a video like this the whole time. It's super boring. So, here are some suggestions. Movement, camera movement. You being the user. Now you don't need like a stabilizer or a gimbal or some fancy equipment. You yourself can be that person. So here are some tips and tricks that are going to help you with your movement. The first one is going to be leading, in which you are in front of the subject and you're backing up as the subject is moving forward. The second shot is the follow shot, in which you, the videographer, is in back and is filming the person walking. Most of the time it's done from the shoulders up so that you're getting that point of view, that POV. Step number 3 is the pan. Panning means movement. So you have panning to the side, panning to the other side, panning up, and panning down. It's very important that you know the vocabulary just like anything else. When it comes to panning, I'm going to use my camera here, my Canon camera, just to show you some basic motions. I would love to use my phone, but that's what I'm filming with, just so that you can see that everything can be filmed out of your smartphones and action cameras. So, here we go. Elbows in, tight, good base with my legs, and I do a torso. Twist, torso, twist. And you can't be lazy about this. And then if I'm gonna move forward and backwards, I'm really gonna focus on bringing my feet in. Heel, toe, to get that smooth action, right? You can do this, but it's going to be a bit trickier as when you're out there, you'll notice that your hands get shaky. It's better if you ninja walk or duck walk, as it is said, and move accordingly. Here are some rules about movement. Less is more in the camera world. What I mean by that is this. If you've got your camera and you're just like, oh, I want to do like, make it look like crazy action. If you're intending to do it and look chaotic and then find your subject, then that's cool. But if you're just not being conscious of the camera work, when you look at it back, you're gonna be like, I can't use any of this footage. And you don't want that. So here's what I want you to think of. with intention, what do I want to do? Do I want to move forward? Do I want to back up? Do I want to catch my subject into frame? Or do I want to use in-camera transitions? So in-camera transitions are obviously transitions that you can use, premeditated transitions that you can use to make one scene jump to the next scene. So here are some examples of that. One, drive your camera into your shirt and pop up in a whole nother place. That is like camera magic right then and there. So it's a really, really simple technique. Another one can be a whip, in which you're done talking or your subject is done performing or doing what they need to do, and the camera just whips right back into a whole nother location. Now, the trick to this is keeping the same direction. Now, if you noticed, I whipped to the left and came back to the left so that it's looking in the same direction. 998, 999, 1,000. Oh, hey, I didn't realize you were there. Now, did you notice that in this particular shot, the angle changed? There was something in the foreground, me being the subject in the middle, and in the background you can see the weights and the walls behind me. So it's something to think about. Do you want action in the foreground? Where's your focus? On your subject? And what do you want to be seen in the background? It's just as important to see things as it is to keep things from being seen. Now, see that closet door opened? Not a good look. Here's what we're gonna do about it. And now a much cleaner look. Closet is closed, you can see what's happening. There's motion in the foreground. Subject is centered. Background looks clean. I'm just finishing up a few thousand more of these leg presses, you know me. Trying to get that workout in. Another very common camera movement is the simple cover the camera with your hand. So you cover, and then open up and reveal in a whole different place. It's really quite simple. It's not that hard. I'm sure you can figure that one out. So time and energy are really important things and you don't want to waste them. Here are some things that maybe you do want to get into. Before just shooting everything and then having to look back at it and look at everything that was super boring, be intentional with your shooting. Try exactly to convey a story that you think your audience is really gonna like, really gonna see a different perspective, shoot from a different angle. Make sure to make your subject look absolutely the best. That way you don't waste your time, you get great footage out of it, and later on when we put it all together in a video, it'll be a masterpiece. So just to wrap things up, in the end, you want to be able to, one, review all of your videos at the end of the day, submit all of your videos, whether it's putting it in a flash drive emailing it, or storing it in a safe place so that everyone gets a copy in one place is the best thing to do. That way you don't have to go around searching where it is what. So let's make a dedicated folder and everyone submit all of their data and footage, music, all into one, so that it's really easy, well organized, labeled, and that way when it comes time to actually post and video, it's 1, 2, 3. All right, so I hope you guys have learned a little bit from this tutorial, and when I get to see you in person, we'll really get more in depth on other techniques that we can do and what we could do in post. All right, keep creating, and I can't wait to meet you guys and see what you can come up with. Peace.